Hey guys, welcome back to another Buddyfight video. Now, I finally learned my lesson after 2 unboxes. I've got the trusty scissors right here, so we're going to be using that. But anyways, today we're going to be opening up the Dragon Fielder Buddyfight X Starter deck, which focuses on Prism Dragons. Now, I already did one on the Thunder Empires, which this one will probably be out after. But as you see, we've got Athora up front. It looks really nice. I really like the color scheme that they went for Prism Dragons. We've also got some information on the deck. Complete deck list right there. I don't know if you guys can see if the camera will focus. I'm hoping you guys will be able to see it because my camera just doesn't seem to want to work. But anyways, this deck is used by Kanata, is it Ozora, if I can pronounce the name right? Yeah. It's Star Dragon World. Let's have a look at the stats right there. And you see they put a little rating right there. So you got 2 stars for offense, 5 stars for defense, and 3 stars for techniques. And also tells you what Buddyfight is and links to their stuff right there. So anyways, let's get straight into this. If I can I just pull this open? It's also a little damaged, this thing. But anyways, let me get this open right here using the trusty scissors right here. You guys can leave names for the scissors and in the description below. I don't even know. Anyways, let me just see if I can just pry this open. Should be able to. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's a great start right there. Anyways, let's open this up. I really like the packaging though. It does look really nice. Anyways, looking at the card, the beautiful shining Radiant Crystal Dragon Athora right there. So let's open this up. Oh man, more tape right here. Okay, we opened the packaging. Okay, we're in, guys. We're in. Okay, let me move the scissors, everything to the side, and let's get straight into this. So wait, why is it at 15 life? Okay, maybe the life counter just wants to look like that. But anyways, I really like these life counters. Here's the one from the Dragon World one with Gao and bots right here. The one for the Star Dragon World, and you see right here, Kanata and Ozora looks so nice. Look at this. You got the core gadget. Kanata hasn't luminized, so he isn't holding the ball, but still looks really cool. Anyways, let's get out the deck right here. If I can pull this out, and we'll get started having a look at some of the cards. First off, let's tell you guys what you get in here. So obviously you get your life counter, you get a buddy monster with your flag. Where'd I put it? Is it? Oh, here it is. Here's the flag. It's at the back. Anyways, we got the flag. The scheme, they changed the border for Star Dragon World, which is really weird for Prism Dragons. Tell me guys what you think of the look of this flag. But anyways, we got the strat flag for Star Dragon World right there. We've got your buddy right here, foil of Athora right there. And then let's have a look at some of the cards. So obviously, I'll show you guys the non-foil version just because I feel like it's easier to see. We've got Radiant Crystal Dragon Athora right here. 4 copies of it in the deck. It's really powerful because if it's on your center, it can't be destroyed by card effects. It also has double attack and some pretty high defense and power. It is a size 3, so you can only put size 0s to call on your field with it. But it's still really powerful just because of that one ability. And of course, having the high power defense and double attack, so you can still take out your opponent's monsters and deal some good damage. So we've got 4 copies in the deck, as I already said. Here's another size 3 right here, Prism Dragon, critical of 3. Its ability, call cost, pay 1 gauge, put the top card deck into this card's soul. And I also like how they put little in brackets what you're supposed to do. So when they mean by put the top card deck in this card's soul, souls are put underneath this card, just to tell you. 7,000 power, 7,000 defense is actually, a good amount for size 3. Critical 3, but no double attack. It's only got soul guard. But, still, you have that 3 critical and some decently high power and defense. You got 4 copies of that in the deck. We've got 2 copies of Green Crystal Dragon Blance right here. You got 6,000 power, 7,000 defense, critical 2, size 3. Put the top card of your deck into this card's soul, pay 2 gauge. This card enters the field, you gain 3 life. So, okay, I realized that I completely skipped ahead right here, but I forgot to talk about this as well. So, anyways, I just want to quickly tell you guys that basically gives you this My Buddy sheet, as you can see right here. There's a comic on the back that summarizes how to play Buddy Fight, because I always rush reviews. I don't know why. I'm just a really forgetful person, guys. But I see it gives you tons of tips on how to use monsters and stuff. There isn't one for Star Dragon World. Interesting, but yeah. I thought this was because the one in the Thunder Empire starter deck was Dragon World as well. I thought they'd have one for Prism Dragons, but I guess not. But anyways, it just gives you a little summary and stuff, and a little reference when you're playing the game for the first time to refer to, so you know that you are playing it correctly. And if you have any questions, or forget, oh, what's the max size or whatever, or where do I put my impact, or sorry, where do I put my item when I equip it, you can look here. And there's also a really nice Buddyfight mat, which I'll quickly show you guys. I can't believe I completely forgot about the mat and the what is it? My buddy sheet as well. But as you see right here, we've got this right here. It gives you a little tutorial, tips on the cards, deck guides, as you see right here. And here's your Buddyfight mat right here. I can't show the whole thing because I don't have the camera high enough, but you see you got your flag, your buddy, your deck, your drop zone, the logo right there, and your field. So, anyways, moving on with the cards. This card, when this card is fused, you gain 3 life with Soul Guard. So this can be really annoying for your opponent, or if you need to get back high up in life. The fact that you can call and gain 3 life can be pretty annoying, especially if you have an item that can boost its defense. So we got 2 of those in the deck right there. We've got 3 of Foam Crystal Dragon Jabel. 2 gauge to call. When this card attacks, you gain 1 life. So if you attack twice with this card, you get to gain 2 life with its ability. And because it has double attack ability, 6,000 power, 6,000 defense, critical 2 at size 3 monster. It doesn't have Soul Guard though, so it is really vulnerable. But it's still it can be pretty good because of its gain 1 life. But again, these are just starter decks. This is not like the doubles and triple rares or secret rares from the set. Anyways, we've got your size 1 right here. Has ability if you have size 0 on your center, reduces card. The size of this card on your field is reduced by 1. Sorry, my mistake. 4,000 power, 4,000 defense, critical of 1, size 1. So, you still have decent power, decent defense, which is nice. So you can still take down your opponent's monsters, still deal some damage. So we've got 4 copies of those in the deck right there. We've got 2 copies of White Crystal Dragon Morscat. Its ability, it's a counteract. Basically, if it has counter on it, you can use it anytime during your turn or during your opponent's turn. So, during attack your opponent's turn, you may pay 1 gauge. Well, in this case, it's on your opponent's turn only. So, you pay 1 gauge and put this card from your field into your drop zone. And if you do, you can nullify an attack. You have 3,000 power, 1,000 defense, and size 1. So, it's more of a, critical of 1. So, you have more of a defensive card right there. So, you have 2 of those in the deck. You've got 4 of Red Crystal Dragon Malbec right here. Not the greatest of stats, but the critical 2 can help you to deal some extra damage to your opponent. So you got 4 of those in the deck right there. We've got 2 White Crystal Dragon Vierna here, right here. When this card is field, if you have size on your field, you get to gain a life with some decent power. So, you can still help deal some more damage, but also gain a life to make sure you're still going. We've got 2 Dispersion in the deck right here. You only cast this card if you have Prism Dragon on your center. Pay 2 gauge, draw 2 cards. So it's a really nice spell if you have some extra gauge to sacrifice, or if you need some more size 0s or something to assist you. This card is a really, really good card right here. Visible Light. You get 4 copies of it in the deck. It is a great card. But you get to put the top 2 cards of your deck into your gauge, you basically get 2 gauge. But then if you have 8 life or more, you get an extra 1. So if you have 8 life or more, you basically get 3 gauge with this card, which is really, really helpful. And, of course, the artwork looks amazing as well. So, you get 4 copies of that in the deck right there. If I can show it. There you go. And I've got 4 Prism Amulets right here. Just like Drago Energy, gets 3,000 power, 3,000 defense, and counterattack to your Prism Dragons. This combined with some Prism Dragons with high defense can be really annoying, because if you can get high enough in power, then your opponent will really have to link attack you. So this can just annoy them just because you get extra defense. And also, if your Prism Dragon survives in battle, if you guys can counterattack right there, you can destroy monster your opponent's field. So, you've got 4 copies of Prism Amulet right there. And you can also use it to keep your size 0s as well. So we've got 4 Mars Beer right here, a Nullify card right here. So you only cast this card during an attack on your opponent's turn. Nullify the attack if it is not a link attack. Pretty basic. For those who don't know what a link attack is, basically you can have 2 monsters attack the same monster if you rest both of them, basically. So basically, if they try link attacking your monster, then sorry if I can't talk. So you get to nullify attack, but if it's a link attack, you can't, basically. Nullify attack if it's not a link attack, yeah. So that's the only problem I have with Mars Barrier. So if they're trying to use a single card to try to take down your Prism Dragons, it can work. but I don't really like running Mars Barrier in the deck, but you know, you never know, it can be useful. So you've got 4 copies of that right there. You get 2 Hairy Glide right there. So it's basically, you can only cast it during attack opponent's turn. You get to call Prism Dragon from your hand by paying its call cost, and it gains counterattack. So this can be really annoying and super helpful, if I can talk, super helpful if you have enough gauge to bring out a monster, and especially if you have a lot of size 3s in your hand, or just have a ton of gauge. Plus with the counterattack, you can destroy a monster in your opponent's field if it remains on the field. So you get 2, how do you say it, Hairy Glide in the deck. You've got 4 crystal balls right here. This card can attack if there's a monster on your center. Sorry if I can talk. So this is one of the exceptions for items just because of its ability. So basically how you play it, for example, if this is my field right here and this monster's on my center, if I have this card equipped, I can attack with this card even if my Prism Dragon's still in the center. So basically just dealing some extra damage as well. And also because of defense, for example, if my Prism Dragon is destroyed, for example, if my opponent had this card on their field, because of I have the 3000 defense, if my let me take a card that has lower power than the defense. Basically, when you have an item equipped, it acts as like a barrier, so you only take damage if the power is greater than the defense of your item. So you've got 4 of those in the deck right there. You've got 2 crystal marks right here. Pay 1 gauge to equip. All Prism Dragon monsters on your field. Sorry, Prism Dragon on your center only get 1000 power and 1000 defense. At the end of the battle, that Prism Dragon on your field has attacked. If your Prism Dragon on your center, you get to get an extra gauge, which is really nice. Especially when you have to call, when you want to, if I can talk, if you want to bring out some extra monsters, because Prism Dragons, when you play them, you will realize you're really tough on gauge. You also have 3 of the impact right here. Here, let me take out the foil one because it looks a lot better. You have Flawless Crystal Shoot right there. That's how we look the ability. You can only cast this card during your opponent's final phase. You do not take damage this turn, and you have a size 2 Prism Dragon on your center. Pay 3 gauge, deal 3 damage to your opponent. So it's basically like a weaker version of Cristiano Crystal Shoot. Again, to use it, you have to not take damage this turn, but still, it's really good finisher for your opponent. So if you can set up a good enough wall, you can bring out this card and finish off your opponent during his or her final phase. So that's about it for this deck, guys. I'm sorry that I really just couldn't talk. Hey guys, so quickly before I go, please tell me in comments below what you guys think of this. Sorry that the video is really choppy and went back and forth. I did 2 openings almost in a row. I just had a little break, so sorry if it was a little just scattered. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please tell me what you think in the description below. If you guys want to see a fight between the Dragon Fielder deck and the Dragon Lord, Dragon Lord, Dragon of Tempest right here. You want to see these 2 decks fight? Tell me in the description below. We can do a weekly Buddyfight or something. I'll see if I can get someone. But thank you guys so much for watching again and for supporting. And for those who think that this is just like a big thing for me, really just getting to review products just to play Buddyfight with people is really all I really care about. And just, you know, making the game even more fun for people to enjoy and for more people to play Buddyfight. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later in the next video. Have an amazing day.